Now on Sunrise, the Union Gospel Mission opens a new facility. We hear from a woman who turned her life around after help from the charity. Plus, a major change is coming for many people's commute. The Broadway Bridge will soon be shut down for 6 months as an important part of the bridge gets replaced. Your news starts now. Good morning, and thanks for getting up with us on this Sunday morning. I'm Libby Dowsett. It is 6 o'clock and the rain is back. Let's check in with Corey Johnson for a quick look at the forecast.
That's exactly right, Libby. We are active in the way of showers. I want to give you a look at radar right now. You can see widespread showers for us, starting to clear out just a little bit in Portland, but don't be surprised if you see more showers throughout the rest of the morning. Taking a look at the temperatures, starting a little bit cooler because of that system that is moving on out east. 62 in Portland, 66 in the Dalles, 62 in Kelso, and high 50s near the coast. A look at our Vancouver camera from the springs at the waterfront. You can see a few droplets out on the camera. Again, showers widespread for us at this time. 62 for us there. Our Salem Sky camera, similar story, low cloud cover, 61 degrees at the Capitol. Wells Fargo Tower camera, those clouds. This is a good indication of what it's looking like as far as fog is concerned this morning as well. 62 degrees for us there. A look at Futurecast. So around 7:30, you can see a lot of that system moving on out east, closer to Pendleton, but still widespread rain for us within the valleys around that time. Fast forward as we get closer to noon, more heavy downpours possible for us in Portland over the course of the day. And then getting into the evening, we do turn dry. So the good news is you won't have to keep the light jacket on for long, but we'll break down all of that as well as your hour-by-hour forecast coming up.
Thank you, Corey. New this morning, Portland's major crash team spent the night working a hit-and-run crash involving a pedestrian in southeast Portland. Doctors say the victim's injuries could be fatal. This happened just after 11 o'clock last night. Officers responded to a crash at Southeast 122nd and Holgate. They say the driver left the scene, but they found a man in the street with life-threatening injuries. We'll keep you updated on this and his condition as we get more information. One person is dead in Yamhill County after they were pulled from the Willamette River. The sheriff's office was patrolling the river near Willamette Mission Park around 3:45 Saturday afternoon. Just north of the Wheatland Ferry, a deputy saw people in the water and someone calling for help. They pulled an unconscious man from the river who was declared dead by paramedics. Investigators say it will take some time to figure out the exact cause of death, but at this point, they believe the man suffered a medical event while swimming. Turning to our homeless crisis, crews cut the ribbon on a brand new Union Gospel Mission building in Rock Creek. The 52-unit complex, named Angela's Place, provides addiction recovery and transitional housing for women and children trying to escape abuse, hunger, homelessness, or addiction. Our Jake Holter takes us inside.
Angela's Place triples Union Gospel Mission's capacity to house women in trouble, and we spoke with a woman who UGM helped as part of their Women's Life Change program, and she says it turned her life around.
This is exciting, and when I came in, I got really emotional.
Around a decade ago, Sarah Tiarina spent nearly 2 years of her life living amongst the women in Union Gospel Mission's Life Change program.
It was at a place in my life where I desperately needed help and assistance and a different way of living. I had found myself in a pretty dark place and didn't know how to get out of it alone.
Tiarina was staying at UGM's old Beaverton facility. Now, this new one in Rock Creek can provide a home for up to 80 women and children with warm beds, nourishing meals, and space to rest and reflect. After 30 days, women can apply to the year-long Life Change program, which offers healing through classes and group studies that foster spiritual, emotional, and physical growth.
There was classes and teaching and allowing you to figure out what it was inside that needed to be healed. And it helped you integrate back into life in a safe place.
This new 53,000 square foot building has an education center, a children's activity center, a commercial kitchen, a counseling center, a courtyard, living rooms, and a chapel. Courtney Dodds with the Mission says that the new building comes at a time when homelessness is on the rise in the Portland area.
There still is a big need, and especially for women and kids, they're extra vulnerable, and we just really want to make sure that anybody who needs a place to go has a place to go, and that's our goal here.
For those in transitional housing, they can still work at their outside job. For those in recovery, there are jobs inside the facility to help ease through the recovery process.
It turned into a complete life change for me. I go into jails, I help sponsor and mentor women. My relationship with my son, my family, everything's been restored. Healing has been possible.
Over the next 10 years, Union Gospel Mission plans to offer more than 2,000 women and children a chance at new life.
There's so much life to this building, and it hasn't even began.
And new residents can move in on September 29th. In Rock Creek, Jake Holter, KGW News.
Some big traffic news that could affect your daily commute. For 6 months, Multnomah County will shut down the Broadway Bridge in Portland for repairs. The work won't start for another month, but drivers are already wondering what their new route will be. Devin Haskins explains.
The county, which maintains the bridges, says the deck was installed 20 years ago, and instead of just giving it a patch job here and there, they say it is time to replace it.
On the surface, the years of patchwork is hard to miss. But listen even closer, and the thumping of tires on the bridge deck sound the alarm of why the work is being done.
Oh my God, I know, that's terrible.
Some drivers are not exactly happy that a major route across the Willamette River will shut down for a half a year.
Well, it's going to certainly take more time coming to and from my appointments.
The county says the 112-year-old bridge needs work.
6 months, we know, is a really long time.
Multnomah County says the bridge deck on the movable section needs to be replaced, and at the same time, crews will also install new streetcar tracks.
And in order to do work on this section of the bridge, they have to do it in small sections at a time because they have to actually keep the bridge balanced for ships to come through.
The bridge carries roughly 30,000 cars daily. It's also a major route for buses and the Portland streetcar. Drivers we talked with say the closure will impact their daily commute significantly.
I heard that they were going to be closing for maintenance this morning, and I'm trying to think of another way to get here, so.
Hugely, but I'll find another way. We can go Steel Bridge.
The steel bridge is one option, and if that one's backed up, there are a number of other bridges to get you into or out of downtown.
During most of the construction, the county says the south sidewalk will remain open for pedestrians and bicyclists. But again, the deck of the bridge will remain closed to all traffic for those 6 months. That starts mid-October, and they say it'll run through mid-April. On the Broadway Bridge, I'm Devin Haskins, KGW News.
And check this out, OMSI is the place to be for lots of fun this weekend. The museum is hosting the 3rd Oregon Science Festival, capping off a week-long celebration of science. Among the many things featured, live reptiles and robots in action, plus demonstrations and even a science comedy show. The goal is to provide a variety of interesting ways to show the importance of science and how it affects our world.
Sometimes you don't know what it is and you learn experiments. It's like magical.
Grab your friends. There's a food cart here. We have workshops that you can participate in and maybe take something home. And it's just a really great way to support local organizations.
And the party continues today from 9:30 to 5:30. Tickets are $19 for adults and $14 for kids. In Old Town, Lan Su Chinese Garden is celebrating a major milestone. The garden is marking its 25th anniversary this weekend. It's hosting an artist showcase featuring opera singers and silk embroidery demonstrations. Check that out. Saturday, there was a magnolia tree dedication, renaming it after the designer who shaped the garden's original layout.
Lan Su actually has two meanings. Lan comes from the Chinese word for Portland, and Su is the Chinese word for Suzhou, which is our sister city in China. Our mission is to teach people about Chinese culture, and we believe that in doing so, we are helping to create more curiosity in the world, more understanding.
And the celebration wraps up today with a community ceremony. In honor of the event, admission for this weekend only is $6, the original price charged when the garden first opened.